Insert Breaking Bad reference so you can get it out of your system. I know there's gonna be some.
Our love was untested, never rested, slipping through our city.
First climb of Vinny. Look at her. Nope, I don't got it.
Holding the reins. And that song.
Praying that this is one of the last videos that I make with this cluttered background. Oh my gosh, you guys, so much has happened. I feel like every time I come back and make a video in the last couple years, I could pretty much say the same thing. Honestly, life has not slowed down since like 2019 at this point, and I'm just used to it. Kind of hoping for an era of calm and solace and peace, so I think we're almost there. If you're new here, I'm Frances. Welcome to my channel. So things have taken quite a turn. I did something big and something sporadic. I feel like I am still in the honeymoon phase of excitement, but reality is also starting to hit me, and I got myself into probably a bigger project than I realized, but that's okay. So a few weeks ago, I made a video talking about how I got scammed out of an apartment. It was my dream loft. I saw it in person. I met the supposed owner, and it was just a whole thing. After that happened, I was kind of scrambling, thinking of options, trying to find a new apartment or figure out if I even wanted to live in Long Beach, and it kind of led me to reevaluate. I have been very on and off with Long Beach. It was my landing pad when I was young and when I first moved to California, and for that I am so grateful. I had my first apartments here. I feel like the streets of this city kind of raised me and brought me into my full adulthood, but I've also had my fair share of trauma here. I've also struggled a lot in this city, and I just kind of find myself often feeling like it may not completely be for me anymore. I always yearn for more nature or somewhere a little more quiet, or I just wish that I could take breaks from the hustle and bustle. And unfortunately, when you rent in California, it's hard to do that because you pay so much to live where you live. It's hard to just like get up and go or take a million vacations. Most people don't have that option. And I've been fortunate and so privileged that I spent my early 20s doing social media. Like I could get up and go, but I would still end up wasting a lot of money. And so all this led me to make a really abrupt lifestyle change. And I bought a fucking RV. And I'm moving into it. Guys. Okay. Listen, hear me out, you guys. I know this is a crazy change. I realized it made so much more sense for me to do this because if I want to try different areas, I can move easily. I can post up in the desert. I can spend summers by the sea. I can go up to the mountains again if I start to miss that. There's just a plethora of different options, and I bought it secondhand, so if I ever get tired of the lifestyle, I want to move back into a house or an apartment, I can do so. I don't have a mortgage, I don't have rent, I'm not paying off a loan for an RV. So I expect any money that I do put into this is just going to be revamping it and fixing any minor issues that she might have, because she is a vintage coach. She's from 1983 and she's in immaculate condition, but there's still gonna be a few things, probably a couple areas with a little bit of dry rot around the doors, things like that, just because she's so old. But I've been talking for years about wanting to learn to build or do contractor work. Initially, I wanted to buy a lot and put some kind of Airbnb compound on there. I wanted to have like maybe old vintage Airstreams and then like a community kitchen and have it be 420 friendly. Like that has been my dream for years, but I wasn't really sure how to go about it, so I postponed it. But maybe this is the first step. I'm gonna be surrounded by so much love throughout this entire journey, and I'm so excited. So the fifth wheel is genuinely huge. In a moment, we're gonna go through a little tour of the inside in all her original glory. She's an alpha gold 36-foot fifth wheel, and it's absolutely incredible. There's a bathtub, there's original tile in the kitchen, the original stove, there's a pantry, central AC, a brand new water heater, no leaks, the roof is completely set. It's really a bargain. The only thing that really grosses me out is that there's like carpet in the bathroom and stuff. But that's gonna be the first skill that I learn, ripping up that carpet and learning how to lay down some kind of flooring. Things are all progressing. I'm so grateful. All right, really quick, let's hop into a little tour. I'll show some of the videos I took earlier, and then we'll talk a little bit more about where this journey is gonna begin.
Was it the voice I've known, or your Appaloosa bones that carried me home across the plains? It's like you say all the time, world has lost its mind. Between you and I know that I've lost mine. Was I that?
Guys, look how far I can go. I can walk really far. It's like a 1-bedroom apartment. I mean, genuinely, this is crazy, guys. So quite a few of you guys have asked about my pet situation, which understandably so, because I do have 4 cats and I also have a senior rabbit. I used to have 2 bunnies. They were a bonded pair. I got them back in 2017 and 18. They were both rescued as adults. Gus passed away, and now my remaining rabbit, Basil, she's getting up there. I mean, I don't know how much life she has left in her. She hasn't slowed down a ton, but she's developed some hearing issues. She's developed some vision issues. And overall, she just sleeps a lot more than she used to. So she'll be pretty happy with the size of the trailer. And then on sunny days and stuff, I'm just gonna like get her a little pen so she can sit in the grass and stuff. And my cats, oh my gosh, it's going to be quite a journey. I kind of started doing this when they were younger. I know that I'll be able to do it, but it's probably going to be a very frustrating experience. I'm probably gonna document it, but I'm going to leash train them, get them used to harnesses so they can go on hikes. And then I also plan to have some kind of portable catio. Because I'm not gonna be on the road 24/7, I'm going to be doing like several month-long stays at a time, or at least several weeks. I'm just gonna have a little catio, which is basically like a mesh outdoor giant cage. I'm just gonna get one that's like collapsible, or build it, I guess. And then I'm just gonna bring it with me so they can go outside. And on the days where I'm not taking them on hikes, you know, letting them run up trees, get exercise, they can just be outside. My cats also have always been indoors, so they're not really like fiending to get outside, although I am concerned that once I start doing these walks with them, they might try to run outside more, so we'll see. But my babies are my #1 priority, and if they don't adjust well to this transition, or they seem like they're too cramped up, I will just have to reevaluate and go back to probably a traditional lifestyle. But I'm confident that if I do this correctly and I have patience and I fully train them and they can be on a harness, I think they'll have the best lifestyle they could ever have. I think that would be so much more fun for them. They'll get to kind of live how cats are supposed to live, but without the danger of being out on their own and pesticides or rat traps or anything that can harm them. I'm gonna be there to watch them. Hopefully that goes well, I don't know. I have started looking into RV parks. I'm initially gonna put my 5th wheel in storage for a couple of months, make sure she is livable and clean. There's no pest issues, anything like that. And then we're gonna move on to our first park. And guys, I think I'm gonna become a desert rat. What? Okay, so I'm really excited, but I'm contemplating moving to the desert for a bit. I'm contemplating Palm Springs or Palm Desert area. I know Palm Springs is crazy hot during the summer, but that's what's so great about this flexibility. I can go back to the ocean for the summer and, you know, early fall, the hot part of the season. And then I can spend winter and spring in Palm Springs. This will be somewhere I've completely never lived anywhere like it. I've lived at the ocean, I've lived in the forest, the city, but I've never lived in the desert, so Got a call, had to pause, I'm back. But well, you guys, I guess this is where this video ends. This is just an introductory chapter, you could say. This is the beginning of my new journey. I'm going to be documenting everything, of course. And I know I've made a lot of promises that haven't come through this year, but look, they actually weren't in my control. It wasn't me being a lazy ass this time. I got fucking scammed. So the loft series isn't happening. Maybe one day I'll just buy my own loft, and this will give me the financial freedom to do that in cash or some shit. You never know. But instead we're taking on a new journey, and I have no idea how it's gonna go. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of bumps in the road. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of tears shed, happy and frustrated, and maybe mad, I don't know. But I want you guys to come with me. I want you to see this experience, and I'm just gonna be a girl on the road. These are my mid-20s, and I'm so happy to share them with you, and it's such a beautiful thing. And okay, she's cheesy, but I can't, it's just crazy. I can't believe I own something. You guys, I own something. What? So the next video is going to be me starting construction on this baby. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of other stuff in between because I wanna do my Christmas Disney video. Ooh, it's the 6th of December, so I gotta get on that. Gonna do some theme park stuff coming up. Gonna do some vlogs. I got my cooking video edited finally. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe if you wanna come along, and hit thumbs up on this video if you haven't. Bye!
Trust all but never picked up. Watch every headlight cruising past our door. Oh, who's gonna pick us up?